All right, item number 17, discuss take action on grant funds owed to promoters of events at Somervell County Expo. Valerie has dug out, well, I don't even know where it starts. The grant paperwork, and I'm not pointing to any one person, all right, there's no 4 or 5 people involved with this, so don't think I'm trying to throw any one person under the bus. Some of the grant paperwork didn't get finished properly, some of the grant paperwork never got to the state of Texas. Some did get, Valerie found where the state did receive some of the paperwork, then they didn't receive after 45 days and 90 days when the show's over. We're supposed to fulfill all of our obligations to get the money back into the county. So let's take the easy ones first. Graham Johnson was 126 wristbands, and by the way, Jeff and I talked to these folks, I don't know, Jeff, several hours,
several times,
few days.
Yes.
Owed to Graham Johnson is $2,520. The Chris Neal was supposed to receive $10,000 for what he did back in 2023. Valerie did verify that we received payment of $9,931 on one, and $1,590 on the other. So his $10,000 for 2023 is covered. Now 2024, if I get any of this wrong, somebody's going to jump up here and tell me. The grant paperwork has not been properly filled out, presented, received, and there's $15,000 that's going to be due to him this year, which we're probably not going to get reimbursed for Chris Neal. All right. For Ultimate Capital, which is there right now, we do have a couple of contracts, which they get $5,000 hosting fee, which they received for one show in April of 2023. They didn't receive their $10,000 grant money. In July of 2023, they didn't receive the grant money or the $5,000 hosting fee. So you're at $25,000 for Ultimate Capital, which there's a good chance that we're never going to get that, right, Valerie? Because the grant money, grant paperwork has not been processed properly. So you thought that was bad. Corky Barter normally gets between $50,000 and $60,000 a year. And I received an email from him this morning. Here it is right here. Because Jeff and I was trying to negotiate because they brought a car for $27,000 that they give away. But he says normally, and this is, he's got it broke down on his help, meals, advertising, staff, $54,701.87. Now, I'm not asking y'all to obligate any of this right now, but I want to make everybody aware of what's going on, because when this time comes, we have to figure out where we take the money to fulfill our obligations that were never met for 2023, and also for what we're running into in 2024. Last but not least is Joe Beaver. Don't know where we're at. Terry and Todd and Cindy have been talking with Joe Beaver. Last time, I think feelings are pretty upset. You know an amount, because we were discussing that's probably another $50,000 to $60,000 that he normally receives coming here, is that right?
Yeah, I put a call into Joe, but I know he had a weekend deal, and I'm waiting on him to touch base back with me, and then I'll relay that on to who we need to. But we need to, yeah, feelings were from Easter, but he's coming up in Labor Day, so.
So probably what I'm going to ask y'all today is just take all this under advisement. Jeff and I'll do the best we can to put the numbers better together. But at some point, I'm going to be coming back to you and asking you where we're going to take this money to fulfill our obligations for 2023 and 2024. And right now, on the low end, you're looking at 50 to clean this up with the ones besides Joe Beaver and Corky Barter, if I'm not mistaken. And then you're looking at 50 to 60,000 on each one. So I'm just making you aware of where we're at, where we're headed, and what we're going to try to do. Yeah.
Does this stop or this doesn't happen any longer?
Well, hopefully, we're gonna stay out of the grant business, or, whoever takes it over in the future will do all the grant paperwork.
Who initiates this? Do they, or Expo, or?
We do, folks at Expo initiate all the grant paperwork. They usually bring it to the office, get it signed, get it notarized, they send it to the state. Then the state sends back a letter, which we turn back over.
So we started all this and never finished.
We did.
As I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a bill that comes from the state of Texas that is used to attract events.
Out of state.
They come across state lines.
Yeah, or larger events or whatnot.
And they send a letter back, and we give it to them, and like, this barter, Corky barter, there's actually a contract here dated February 9th of 2023. I mean, I have several contracts here that y'all would probably like to see that was, they were signed, they were presented. It's just we didn't fulfill our end on doing the paper, on finishing. Because after the event is over, we're
You
supposed to.
signed that contract?
Yes. Well, it's actually, yeah, I'll take credit for that, yeah. Like this right here, it says, Officer Governor has completed this review of the event disbursement request submitted by Somervell County. We send it to them, they send a letter back, I turn that letter over to whoever's running it at that time. They have to fill the paperwork, get it back to the governor, well, not the governor, the office, for us to get reimbursed. And that's where Valerie was able to find about 10,000, I think he actually found a little bit more the other day. He found like 3 or 4 more thousand, but it wasn't enough to help what we're at. Yeah. And just like Terry said, there's been about 4 or 5 different people that was involved, and during the transition, sometimes paperwork got overlooked, passed, forgot, it just didn't get presented back to us to get to the state. But anyhow, that's what's coming at us. So probably in June, we'll try to figure out how we're gonna pay these folks, because Jeff and I told all these, we were gonna discuss it this morning, make the court aware of it. I don't know if anybody's here that represents any of these people. I told them we were discussing this today. I guess none of them are here. But maybe they will be in June, if we figure out where we go from there and make them whole.
Yeah, I feel like we've got obligations, we need to figure out how to make it whole.
We have certain obligations.
No
that-
reason for, it shouldn't have never happened, but it did.
Yes.
So we gotta fix it, we gotta make it whole.
If we're obligated to them, we owe them the money, we need to pay.
Great.
Move on and fix our problem. Anyhow, I'm not gonna ask any action to be taken on this today, I just wanna make everybody aware of where we're at. Terry knows,
Yeah,
Todd
and
knows.
Judge, that's a lot of money. I mean, it sounds like a lot of money, it is a lot of money, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, but it takes a lot to put those events on, I guarantee. I put one a month on in Springtown, Texas, and if I don't make 6,000 off, that's something about, a 1-day deal, I lose money.
And I guess the Joe Beaver will do us, what, several days? Like,
He played 4 days.
4 days.
And he's got it broke down, I mean, it's very detailed. on what
Joe's
he's
been an
done.
excellent client for, I don't know how long, several years.
And he'll bring the people.
We'll fight our way through this, and we'll see what we're gonna do to handle it and make them whole.